was crazy. So if you look at our sales from over the years, it's like August is always crazy, and then like September is slow because we have to like fulfill all those orders, and we can never like get them all out because we don't have the team. So we have the team now. We have everything in place, building, the space, the people. So
We shouldn't have to slow down.
yeah, we shouldn't have to slow down at all. So I can't wait for the second half of the year. You guys are all awesome. Like, so thankful for everyone. We have such a great team. Everyone's working hard, doing their jobs. Like, it's the best. It's the best it's ever been. It's like the goal of getting this building. So yeah, like, Rachel, you got a new job. Like basically, like
No more leg out shirts?
yeah, which is good. I mean, focused on sales, so then we can keep everything pumping. So we've been trying to get to that point for like a long time, and you always got to go back, lay out, but it's awesome.
Here's my girl.
That's right. So yeah, thank everyone for being so amazing. What's the next slide? Shows. You're my slide person. But yeah, it's just like, so last year we were Inc. 5000, one of the fastest growing companies, and we were number 1,030. It's pretty cool. I don't know how they like picked this list, but I got an email that we're on the list again this year, and you better be higher than that.
Oh, they didn't say the number.
They didn't say the number, so if you never hear me talk about it again, then we dropped. But if I bring it up again, that's good. So yeah, I don't know how they make this list, but I mean, it's pretty cool. So take that, Fundera, whoever that is. It's better than you. Alright, yeah. That's just like, just bragging about the company. Yeah, the next main thing is, I know I've talked to everyone about it like a little bit in the meetings, but like we're implementing this new program, Links. We're gonna be starting it Wednesday. And it's gonna start with workflow with you guys, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I know we've kind of talked about like the departments with it. It's gonna affect everyone, but like it's gonna be way better. Like it's gonna be awesome. So embroidery, like if you guys are already scanning, it's gonna be similar. DTG will just be like scanning instead. So that'll be interesting. Like be a different flow. It'll be the same like concept. And we're gonna try to bring in like a third machine for DTG too to see if we have time to do like 3 machines, because it should be faster when you just scan instead of like going to the computer every time you're typing the monogram. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I won't go over like the details now. I'll talk to you guys all about it like individually in the meetings and everything. I'm sure Kevin's all over it, and we'll have like department meetings for it. But the main thing is like everything is by piece. Everything is like, if there's 2 white shirts, 1 XL, 1 medium, they might not be together. Like there's no like order that's together. It's just gonna be all separate. It's gonna get put back together at shipping. So that's what it'll change shipping. That's what all those like bins are for. So it'll put it in bin 1, and then whenever the next piece gets there, it'll grab it out of bin 1. So it's gonna be better for so many reasons. Like Sadia, or if you're like for customer service, like see these little like these little things that like shows that the art's there, that the barcode was there. What's this one covered? It was pre-treated, it was printed. That one dryer. Oh yeah, it gets scanned in the dryer. This means it's like in the bin, and this means it's shipped. So you'll be able to like tell somebody like exactly where it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So certain numbers on his own.
Yeah. It is like that. It is. And actually, I was there recently, and they had like the little barcode scanner for all the orders. That's like ours looks the same. So yeah, it's kind of like bubble gum. So yeah, we'll go over the details of that. I know we've kind of prepping for it, but that's like the biggest change. I can't wait. I'm so excited. We've had a lot of working parts to get it going, but it's gonna just like streamline a lot of stuff. So Links, get ready for it. All right, next slide, shots. Okay, yeah. So one thing is like as we transition, if there's anything like, all right, so DTG, you guys know it's like a left chest, right? So like if it comes in like that or something, like anything that's like obviously like wrong, just obviously like we can point it out and put it aside. And there might be a few little things that we have to fix as like it's going along. I mean, I've thought about it a lot. Like I don't think there'll be that much, but just like if there's something obviously wrong with what you're doing and that you're used to, it's like the beauty is you can just like put it aside and you don't have to like worry about like untagging it or anything like that.
For the rest of the order.
yeah, you don't have to worry about the rest of the order. Yeah, it's gonna like usually if there's like one mess up, you grab the other ones. You have to put them all aside together. And then just a reminder too, like XXX. We're gonna work on a system where like that means they don't want a monogram. So like basically don't ever embroider XXX. If it turns out their name's like Xander, no, Xavier, Zink, I don't know. then we'll put it aside. We'll embroider it. We're gonna work on a system where like people can maybe choose that. And for a sweatshirt, it's like okay, like you don't want anything on it, sure. And then for DGG, it's like you need the art, but just anything that like it seems out of the ordinary as we go to the new system, just like put it aside, just pay attention. You guys know like what everything's like supposed to look like. So if something's way wrong, just point it out to us. All right. Yeah. All right. So next, I'm bringing up our fearless operations manager, Kevin.
Yay.
Hello. Thank you. Yeah, so my slides aren't as pretty. I was never into art. I like finding inefficiencies and making them more efficient. You guys probably all know that. So I have the holiday schedule hung up over there. Not much has changed, really just kind of want you guys to reference that. If you have any questions or there's a specific holiday that you guys want to take off that's not on there, you kind of would have to just use a vacation day or take the day unpaid. But there's a couple of holidays that are paid for hourly, and then a couple ones that are designated paid for salary, and then a couple ones that we're closed for. So not too much changing there. Just wanted to have them posted somewhere so everyone knows where they are. And then I'd like to just speak about adapting to change. So a lot of the processes are going to be new to everybody. Sean and myself we just kind of learned them in the last couple of weeks, and they're going to take some fine tuning, and we might tell you something on Wednesday this week, and then next week, Wednesday, it might be completely different. The general idea is going to be the same. We're going to use barcodes on every piece, and they'll kind of get put back together in shipping. It'll resolve a lot of issues. I know specifically Sadia is going to, I think you'll like it the most. We've been double making orders. We have stuff that was shipped but doesn't have tracking. If something is tagged and the label is printed, we're not able to re-tag it, so nobody knows where it is, and then we remake it, and then they get two, and they're like, well, I don't want to, and it's just a mess. So links is going to be helpful. There'll be a couple places where we lose time, but for the most part, we're going to be saving a lot of time. Yeah, we're going to be saving a lot more time than we lose. So. Next, I want to talk to everybody. I'm going to work with everybody in here. Rachel, I'm going to work with Shelby. I probably won't work with Sean, but everyone else, just kind of seeing what you're doing and seeing if we can change it, adjust it. You can tell me things that you don't like about it, things that you want to improve, and we can work on a plan of how to implement that, and if we need to get other people involved, we can do that. So there's just a lot of moving pieces with this many people in a company, and I'd like to learn what you guys all do and try and make it easier or simpler or different in any way if we need to. Lastly, occurrences. So we kind of rolled out this system spur of the moment last meeting, and it was kind of the pilot. We are actually going to keep it the same as it was. So the last meeting, there was 12 days that weren't counted into the occurrences. So there's a little bit of a buffer. This current quarter, there won't be. So
It's a 3-month.
yes, every 3 months it resets. So if you had any points, and you can check it, it's on the daily count page sheets. It's on the bottom. It should be all the way on the right if you ever want to see how many occurrences you have or ask why you got one. There are notes to the right if you're wondering. And yeah, if you're going to be out, just try and tell me in advance if you can so we can plan around it. There's a lot of moving pieces, like you guys all know, and if somebody's out in a specific department, then sometimes shipping doesn't have enough to ship, but we can plan around that if we know a little bit in advance. So let's encourage you guys to do that. And yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Thank you guys for all the hard work you do, and Sean's back up.
I forgot to take a selfie.
Oh,
This is tradition. All right. It's getting harder to fit everyone. I don't know.
Everyone's gonna have to.
Yeah, good-looking team. All right, we have one of those dating back to like 2016.
Next slide.
Yeah,
Is it a good
next-
one?
Yeah, that's good. That's a couple. If it's bad, that's part of it. It's not like pixelated or anything. Actually, just yeah, you can leave this one up, whatever. But yeah, we'll say like, yeah, Kevin, you're doing a great job with like the like currencies and holidays. Like, you know, that stuff's hard. Like when it's slow, like we've been trying to like everything we can to like make sure you guys still have stuff, like because you know we care about you guys and like that's important. Like I know no one likes to be like told when they have days off and stuff like that. But we've had it the other way where like no one's showing up and we're super busy. So like the occurrence points, it's 12 points in 3 months. Is like that's like the no good. So no one got it, and like I said, everyone's been great, have an amazing team. So yeah, like anything, like having it doesn't make a difference if we know like a day before or not whether someone's coming in because plan for it, like prep for it. And yeah, we're kind of at the point right now where like what order, what day are we on? What we're printing out like orders.
Print it out tonight, so I put it
Yeah.
out Friday.
So like that's a good thing for like the customers. You know, we're getting things out fast. It means we're definitely like waiting for UPS more and like a little like closer around here. So it's like a good thing in that sense. But yeah, this is like what it looks like when like our slower months. So we'll bring it back up for sure. But it's a good thing that we're getting everything out fast and like everyone's operating and everything's like going great right now. Going into the second half of the year, which is always huge. So excited about that. This is just some pictures of customers. We always put it because like we never see them, except for those people over there with like the pickup orders, right? How many people have come to pick up an order so far?
Just a handful.
Just a handful.
Yeah.
I'm always curious. Are they like, hello, or are they just like give me it and go?
They come in and they go.
Okay.
Yeah, they're never like chatterboxes,
like-
and we don't really have anything out here.
Yeah. I
To
can't
be excited
imagine. Why don't they
about.
just want to ship to their house? Like,
Well, they save on shipping if they live close by.
I guess. Like right, like, I don't know, gas. So, but I mean, it's a cool option. I saw someone from like the Diamond Club. Somebody talk about it a lot that lives in Charleston. Yeah, I saw she has a pickup order.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
One of this is Shelby made the slide.
Words from the gems.
Words from the
Diamond
gems.
Club.
Yeah, you guys like look at the Diamond Club. You guys?
A lot of people
Caitlin's
like
mom.
part of
I
that.
think she's number one gem.
My mom.
Yeah.
Your mom.
He
Yeah.
said- So she uses her like actual Facebook just the same too. Like every day is monograms on her actual
She's
Facebook
awesome. I
as
know.
well.
She's like number one customer. Number one customer. Do you ever like do her order? Like come across it?
Oh, all the time. Like
Yeah, she got the Friday freebie the other day.
she did. She doesn't do
She's
it
got many
yet.
orders?
She hasn't texted me.
Yeah, she has that many.
She-
I was also,
She
she got,
places at
she
least
got
one.
her, yeah, she has a live at lunch freebie, and then when I printed that label for her, and then when I went to go do the Friday freebie, I was like, no. But yes.
She's a great customer. Yeah, and like the Diamond Club. Like, yeah, you guys came up with this, like, I think it was Muddy and Rachel's main idea, like, what was that, a year, 2 years ago? But, like, I think there's, like, only, like, 4,000 people in there, but it's, like, they're our biggest fans. It's been awesome for, you know, if we have, like, I think it was actually your mom said there's, like, a pop-up blocking, like, like the checkout or something. And I was like, oh, okay, that's helpful, like, to know about that.
She texted me freaking out about it. So I was like, man, I don't know what
There's an
that
accident.
means.
She's like, I need to place another order.
She already has 2 open.
Oh, I remember that.
Hey, I support her. She's a great fan.
Lots of
What other
studio
stuff's
up
on
there.
here? Oh yeah, that's what that's what I get to talk to. That's awesome. You made a show. Anything else interesting up here? I saw someone on there said like something about vinyl.
Oh, I put that at the top left.
Oh yeah, they were like.
The girl just got a vinyl cutter and was like, I didn't realize how hard this was
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like cut these or whatever.
Yeah, you did some vinyl like a couple recently, right?
Yeah.
Well, that
Oh
girl.
yeah, I did one that was literally like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
and
read
Kevin
one.
didn't even know how I
So
did it.
there,
He was like, I
you
don't know
ended
how
up doing it?
What was the
Yeah, I
product?
just did it,
What
but
was-
it looked good.
What was the product?
Oh,
It was the
it was
Christmas
Christmas
tree.
tree one.
What was that? Was the sweatshirt?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Christmas tree one that
I
went
thought
across.
I thought we heard of vinyl.
Well, no, I wrote on it, you will get circle if you choose mine, but
She figured it
I
out.
figured it
But
out.
then it comes through automated.
Right, right,
Gotta
Oh,
make my glass out.
I gotta look at that.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know how I did it, honestly.
but yeah.
You're
Um,
really good at bundling.
Yeah, and that girl said.
I wasn't at first.
I got my own vinyl machine.
People used to send their leggings back all the time. I used to get so sad.
Yeah.
I remember when
Oh, yeah.
I did it again, I was like, oh.
I mean, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
we have it, and like, we don't have tons of orders for it, but it takes longer. Probably because they're more expensive because it takes longer. But
There's a lot of cups to make.
yeah, cups. All right, so this is everyone's meeting times.
Except me again.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay. It's probably because we copied the last one.
Oh, yeah? Makes sense.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna, you can take a little bit of the blame, Charlie, because you helped me make this. But, sorry, you're on. All right, you are gonna be, Thursday at 11. All right, we gotta add it on there so that we copy this for the next meeting. Don't worry, Caitlin, it's not personal. All right, yeah. Said everyone wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it like every time, but Kevin thought it was a good idea. Like I like it. You can be whatever. So let's just open up some combo. Anna Lee.
When can we do inventory?
Ronnie. Ronnie's in charge of that.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Several of us were having issues needs to happen. We're having some issues with.
Yeah. And it's just because it's wrong.
We're slow right now. I feel like this
It's
is
a good time.
a good time. to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, one thing that's nice with links, you have an extra job for it. Like when we usually like, when things get shipped, they go out of inventory, so we don't know like if stuff's in the room. It's hard to count it.
Right.
But with links, like you get the paper every day and mark them out of inventory. They say they have a new inventory system coming, but so at that point, maybe at the end of the week, because then everything that's in the room will be like taken out already, so whatever's in the box will be like the right number. Would you take the lead on that? Like maybe I'll help. Like we get people to help like count. We just gotta kind of get to the right point and have everyone on the same page. You want to say like Friday or something?
Yeah, definitely have to make a plan.
We can do it Friday. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
You want to like pick a time, or we do it later, but we're all together.
Let's do Friday at 2 p.m.
Oh, that,
Then a lot of the packages will be shipped.
I don't,
We have
enough
lots.
time?
That's not gonna be enough.
I was gonna say it's not gonna be a period of
That's
time.
not, I mean, I feel like it would.
Like 12:30.
You did
or that's
inventory
lunch,
count with us last time.
We did it pretty quick, but
If
we didn't have that
everybody
much. We
participates-
didn't
It's
have
just
that
like
much.
great,
Yeah.
I mean, like, DTG stuff is gonna be way easier than the embroidery
Yeah,
things, like
yeah.
embroidery stuff is gonna be more tedious, it's
Yeah.
gonna be more tedious,
I
you
know.
know, so it's not gonna be an hour project.
Embroidery, yeah, it's like not really like counting how many we have. It's like anything that's there it's like extra. Like there's probably some stuff in the boxes that shouldn't be there. Right?
So
And then
let's-
there's things like I was talking to Lonnie the other day about a Charles River jacket, and said we had 7, 9. You know,
It's
so
not
we
close.
are just off, so we just need to, I feel like we're just going to like
And,
halt things, count everything in the building, adjust it to the chart, you know, and then
Right.
she can move forward.
Right, then going
with-
forward-
With the ordering, she knows
Like a
what we
reset.
have
Yeah, a
and
reset,
what we
yeah.
need, you know.
That's a common, and how it gets off is a different story. We're gonna say for the suppliers, like it's their fault, right? You can't. Have you been spot checking some?
Occasionally.
And like, are they usually accurate?
The one time me and Kevin counted it wasn't.
Like what was
But
Charles-
it was Charles River, and they
Okay.
sent us. I
Okay.
emailed them, and they.
See, if they send us to them, then you don't have to adjust it because like they're making up
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
But yeah.
I think we might want to do it next week after we've been in links a little bit. The inventory is already off and we are aware. But I think we want to get through the invoices printed off from Shopify before we count
Makes
inventory.
sense.
And
So will Shopify still exist, like, is that? something
Yeah, yeah,
that-
Shopify,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's still the like
just the physical papers.
shipping easy will be less. We'll still have it because that's where we're gonna keep the inventory, but shipping easy will still exist, but we won't like be printing labels from there. And
Shipping Easy
that's,
will get
you'll go
phased
there to
out.
take out the inventory. That's all it's gonna do now, is distract the inventory. Until Lynx has their new inventory system, which I don't know, we're not gonna hold our breath on. But, yeah, we'll still have Shopify, but the inventory still exists and it should be easy. So that's why we have to like check it out each day when they lay them out, because they're not gonna come out of the system when they get shipped like they do now. Which would be better for counting inventory, so that's a good point. Like after, it won't be long because we're
Yeah.
closed. So if we start on the 13th.
Let's say we'll do a tentative date for inventory, Lonnie and I will come up with a plan, and when we come up with a plan, then we'll execute. And
Okay.
we'll also then expand embroidery laying out into sizes and have more space so that when we count inventory, it can be more organized too.
Yeah, and then we should probably just like put it on the schedule of like on there, or whatever. It's like every 3 months. Sync it up with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's actually a good idea because it's just a 3-month reminder.
yeah.
Okay. All right, good question. That's important. That's important. And I know it affects you guys the most, but it's like,
You look at her thing and it's
Yeah,
not there, and
yeah.
it should have shipped, and it should have
Yeah.
been here, well, where the heck is it, if it was like, you know,
ugh.
or did we get something else in place of it?
Right,
Or, you know,
right.
we got boxes of things from the CD station that were not ours, and, you know, like,
And it's, if they're like,
so it just, it happens.
if they're a color we don't sell, it's easy to notice. But if it's like 10 gray, 10 ash, 10 white, and
Or like, I have a whole case of, extra large ash, roses back there. You know, we use them.
I mean, yeah, right.
But I don't
Like-
think that was on purpose.
Yeah, right. And we're putting all this stuff aside, we'll maybe do another like surprise, like inventory clear out sale at some point. But like if we did have a system where we knew where they were, we could just put them in and then people order them. We'll have them, but
Well, and
we
there's
don't have
some
spot.
stuff in the back, too, like
I
that
know.
dumpster fire that's in that back
That's
there.
the stuff I'm talking about.
I mean,
And
it's
like,
hard
that'd
to
be
go-
great if we had that organized, but like,
Right,
we don't have to
maybe
go
tomorrow-
back there every time.
Maybe tomorrow though, someone can start, or 2 girls can start folding that stuff and sorting them by, t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like folding
We
them
just
so
want to
then.
make sure we have a spot to put them.
Yeah, if it's one of the 28 stock items, you just put it in there and like
No,
add it
no,
to your
no.
inventory. But if it's mostly embroidery
Yeah.
stuff, so
Yeah, it's
we don't have a
hard.
spot for it, so.
I started Friday, going through it, because I was waiting on UPS to pick
Okay.
up. And just trying to get the sizes separated, because they had been separated, and now pulled up, but, yeah, it's a lot of stuff,
Okay.
you know.
Alright.
Yeah,
We
the next
have
time we do
a-
it is gonna be the last time we do it.
Right.
Because we've done it like 3 times already,
Yeah.
we can't do it any more times. Yes.
Okay, alright, that's a good one. Someone else raised their hand over here. Sierra.
Can I do this when I see the
Uh,
bring it down low? 'Cause
oh,
it's
for like the
all
on the
hard.
links one? Like a or like, you know the station you have right now, like with a computer? Like, that takes up like space. And I think we're gonna like, you're just gonna be scanning, so I think like, we've seen like other places where like the computer's on top of a printer. Like, you don't like that? I feel like it's like unstable.
But it's the
Okay.
angles.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to like, with DTG, like, figure out the movement to the placement. It's gonna be different, because you won't have like, right now it's like your main station. But that won't be the case. You'll just kind of have 3 separate ones, and instead of going to the computer to load it in, you just like scan with a scanner, scan with a scanner, and we have a 3rd one. So that's one of the things when we switch that we'll go over with you guys is like the placement and all the stuff. That'll be the main thing that's different. So we'll figure that out then. I hope it.
Yeah, that's definitely not finalized yet.
Yeah, it's not finalized.
We're still working.
We're gonna have to like kind of see. But
Yeah, and we can see what works and what you guys like, and
yeah.
buy orders and stuff in, some mounting hardware, or the steel that the machines are actually on, you should be able to use that to mount something and get a good stand, potentially with like a monitor we could have that's attached to the base, and then you can move it around, so you can like pull it forward and have it not on the machine.
Yeah.
So there's some options, we just haven't finalized it. We still have to move the other machines in there and
Yeah.
move a lot of stuff around.
And then I think you hit send a dryer on the computer, so you have to have some way to click that.
Yeah.
Or we can figure out if we want to pass that part. But yeah, we'll figure that stuff out. For shipping especially, I like we had the idea of there's like wireless scanners. So you just have like a holster. It's like-
That's so cool. Cute little cowboys.
it might actually like be more effective.
We would never get anything done.
Like laser tag.
But yeah, especially for shipping, you gotta walk to those like bins and stuff like that. Like, don't we have some, right? They
Yeah,
work.
we have
Like,
2 wireless scanners here.
So I think for like a order, like we might never move. Like we'll just keep them kind of stationed, and like you just kind of have it hooped. You just like put it right under, and it'll scan. Let's see. You don't have to, no. Like there's this little like scan on the scanner, where if you scan it, it turns from like squeeze mode to just like read it. So yeah, well, I currently have it in that mode, and that should work. But all that, like the little placement stuff, we'll have to kind of figure out as we get moving. Especially with you guys, if we have the third printer, like it'll be a whole new like, what's the best way to do it? Left, right, left, like. But we'll figure that out. We'll make sure nothing's falling or out of place. Alrighty, who else got something? Stephanie.
I'm not sure if we're just like e-commerce, but is the goal like moving forward into the future? Do you see yourselves in like stores like the way Moon is, or like having like a retail storefront, or is it you're comfortable?
Good question. Not really. I mean, e-commerce is like how we were born, and Monogram specifically at like a store. I don't know, you go and like they do it while you're there, or I don't know, you know, it's like it's not ready to sell like right away. But I'm happy with just being online. I mean, store would be cool for like a photo op, but I feel like people can shop anywhere across the country, any time of the day, at night, and I don't know, I like that better. So
That's what I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, you know, where you go somewhere and you see that, you know, the different t-shirts like on a, stand or something like that.
Do you shop online or do you shop in a store?
It just depends.
Yeah.
Most of the time online.
See, there
Yeah,
you go.
most of the time online, just for convenience.
It's so much easier.
Yeah.
So no, don't really have any plans for that. We got the pickup thing. That's like a kind of in the store. But I just feel like it limits you a little bit, like because online's so much
It's like a
easier.
whole different beast, right?
Yeah. Then you have to have like someone there standing and waiting, everything stopped, and then if it is monogrammed, like they could come back in like 20 minutes or something. But then what if we prioritize their order over like someone who places it online? Like, I don't know, just online. Yeah, it's the future in the present. It's a good one though. Jacob.
Kind of piggybacking off what she said, what is
Yeah.
your next big thing you're thinking about, since we have a new big building now? I know 5 years ago you were thinking about this
You always got like the next
Future, yeah.
the future questions. One business model I'm interested in is like actually Allie started to sell a couple sweatshirts on this like other site we have, but I like the business model of like being like there's a site called like Printful and Printify where people can basically like if they want to sell shirts, say you have like a YouTube channel or
Yeah,
a podcast
show
or
me about
something.
that.
Yeah, like they don't want to have a factory and print shirts or have a machine or have shipping, so like they can just go to the site, like list their products, and then like we basically like fulfill them for them and like ship it to their customer, and like there's a lot of businesses that do that well right now, but I think it's a cool business model that
We're kind of set up well for it.
that I'm interested in. That we're set up well for because we're already like piece by piece. So that's one thing I'm interested in. And yeah, I mean we have another brand plan that we've had what 3 weeks as like a full sales team, which we've been waiting for years. And we're trying to get down our rhythm for that before we like basically that site would be like kind of non-monogram stuff like. But as we get better at sales, now that we have it in place, we can see if we can manage more brands. Try to find one that's real popular in the summer, so it like makes up for like United Monograms being slower in July. But I'm interested in that business model. I think that could be huge, and like it'd be funny if you print shirts and be like, oh, what's this one? Like, because if someone else like is selling it. So I have to figure out like the logistics of that, but I'm interested in that and some other e-commerce sites and. Yeah, just focusing on booming United Monograms right now, but that's something I have in the back of my head. We were talking about it this weekend, yeah. How to do it, there's like different niches for it. So that's something I'm interested in. It's a good question though. I like that you're thinking that, like, because yeah, lots of room to. Maybe United Monograms like maxes out at some point, and we got to keep growing and we're gonna need other things. So.
Build a second floor in the production.
I don't know.
That would probably be easier to move.
Yeah. That's why I remember last meeting, that's what I said last time, I was like, in 5 years, maybe we'll be like growing out of this building, so. We just got here, so. But, alright, cool. What else? Shelly.
What's your least favorite part of your job?
I love my job. My least favorite part of my job? I feel like someone asked me that before.
I feel like we did this question at lunch a few times.
Yeah.
Going home is your favorite part.
Yeah, leaving for the day.
Monday holidays?
Yeah, I don't like Monday holidays just because, like, we're ready to go on Monday, and, like, the bank's closed and, like, the post office is closed. Come on, it's Monday. Like, shit, we just did. I don't know. Just like, we're slow and having to deal with that, but I got covered for that. So, I don't know, just like maybe insurance. I hate insurance, I just don't. It's like, all right, but that probably won't happen. It's like, yeah, if it does happen, it's like, well, it's like, but you have to have it. I'm like, sorry, how much is it? Like, oh my God, just, what's this cover? Just, I don't know, I hate insurance. Because I don't like think like bad things are gonna happen. So, I don't, anything with insurance, that's my answer. I hate insurance. I get it, but like, I don't, it's annoying, it annoys me. It's like $400 a month, it's like, for what again? Like, if like a bomb drops on our building, like, this one insurance I got, they were like, do you accept like the terrorist coverage? I was like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, insurance, that's my answer, I hate insurance. So annoying. All right, who else got something? You raise your hand, Kevin.
I was gonna say, it's kind of similar to Shelby's, but different.
Okay.
What was your biggest hurdle getting here so far? Like,
Oh, it's just,
besides business?
I mean, sometimes like I bite off more than I can chew, but that's kind of my style. Like, someone could argue like, this building's like too big for you, or like, a couple years ago we went through this struggle, like, I was just trying to like keep everyone staffed up, and like, sometimes I like to like, figure stuff out, and then, or like do stuff and then kind of figure it out later, so I've had some obstacles that way, but, yeah, just dealing with, I don't know, people leaving, or like sales being low sometimes, and but that's part of the fun part too, like when there's a challenge. So I don't know, does that answer the question? All right, who else?
There's a lot of questions.
Do you have anything like yourself with Monogram? Like the men's style
That's a
tour
good
or
question.
whatever?
Imagine if we could sell to men, like that would open up 50% of the market.
Wanda and I were looking at ties with at the bottom was diamond font.
That's
That
cool.
looked pretty cool.
So I have like 3 button downs. They're kind of like worn out now. That we like put like the initials on. We talked about maybe having like a section on the site that's like for him, like shop for your husband or boyfriend or something. Yeah, it's like the men's more like the straight across. Maybe I gotta work on like making that stylish for men. But it also is.
You put on like a
Yeah.
they're all gonna be like
Monograms? Oh, gosh. Yeah. Manograms, I like that. Yeah, I mean, I love the idea. Like, I also like to sell to girls too, but it's like when you run an ad, you're like just girls. It's like easier. But that's a good. I don't know. A sales team, like, how do we actually get on that? We gotta go with some.
I think we can maybe
some
for,
models.
before the holidays, try out a few products.
You know, guys like your like poetry bags when they travel and stuff. Like there's definitely stuff that.
And that girl who got the matching robes for
Yeah,
her
that's a
husband.
good idea, yeah.
He definitely did like a 2-letter block for
Yeah.
him, and it looks.
The block's better
really
for
nice.
that. Yeah.
Little more.
Yeah. Sometimes I see like a picture of someone will tag us. It's like it's kind of usually it's like a little boy or like a little older. I think actually on one of the slides. Oh no, that's on the kids slide on the kids sale right now.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like a boy in it. Yeah, why not? I don't know. Like, good point. We should do something with that. I mean, if we can open like the site's very pink and like very girly.
But the 14
Well, they're not the
page-
ones
That's a
that
good way to do
Yeah.
it, right?
Especially with gift season.
Right, and it's like we hit the same customers, but just they're buying for their boyfriend or husband or son or
Or even
uncle.
this is weird.
Yeah.
One of the moms that I know from school,
Yeah.
when I started working here, she works in the payroll business.
Oh.
And she's like, the men that work in funeral parlors monogram a lot of their stuff, like the cuffs of their shirts, their ties, like socks. You know, it's pretty, their realm, it's
It's very
weird.
specific business,
You know,
yeah.
my dad worked in business, he worked for the government, and he had things that were monogrammed,
Yeah.
ties
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
And with the post office, we got some contacts at the post office. Do you guys supply?
Yeah, it's a good idea. We just gotta.
Put it on the site and see what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we have like.
And just make sure we've got boots to like do those things.
Full circle.
Yeah.
And like the men's, like the last name would be at the end.
It's all in order.
Right.
Yeah, it would be
And
a
like straight
new
across,
like
different.
font for Larry to do.
Similar to like the block one though.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. The four hymns like a good like transition for our sales team. Take the note from Caitlin. Pets. Yeah, we have like the dog mom stuff. We never did that. We were gonna do a photo shoot with
I
like the
know.
dog.
Well, when Dustin was here, she brought little jackets in one time, she brought little.
Yeah.
Some suppliers have stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think Charles River has like doggy
Rain jackets.
rain jackets.
My
those
dog
big
has
sweaters,
sweaters.
you know, like,
Take notes. Take
How
notes.
do you have a dog?
So you raise your hand, Wada?
I just wanted to, so it's Lowery Brands, I just wanted to know, like, what will the other offshoots of those be?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Mentioning the men's stuff, I was like.
Yes, I mean, it started with United Tees, and then we got United Monograms, and then we had like Felicities. One of the meetings like a couple years ago, I like went over this in detail, and then we needed like a name for like when people like apply for a job. It's like, wait, what is that again? So it's like, I wish like one like parent company, and we were thinking about calling it like United, but that was like airline and stuff. So actually, originally gave me the idea. She's like, just make it Lowery Brands. Yeah, and like even if we put United Monograms up on the building, that was like the thing. Then we had another idea. Then it'd be like more confusing. So it's like it's just like the parent company like name. And
She was asking what's gonna be underneath it.
I mean, that's kind of like what we're discussing. It's like, would we make a men's brand like a separate brand, or would we keep it under United Monograms? That's to be determined how we're gonna brand these things. But
Definitely
we
gonna
have
have
the room
a
for
brand
it.
that's like graphic tees with no monogram.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and that's like we had.
Felicities was like.
Yeah.
That's like
Like
Felicity.
Felicity,
So,
like
Funny
a
sayings
revamped
or whatever.
Felicity.
Yeah.
what's the name of it? That one?
Mubo.
Mubo, which is like.
What is it?
So we came up with like.
M-U-B-O.
It's like Mubo. It's like Mubo tea,
Yeah.
and Mubo's like the opposite of UM.
It's hard coming up with names.
Yeah, and so it's like UM, United Monograms, like the opposite of Mu, and then like we were thinking like there's a lot of popular ones called like Lou and
There's lots of
Lou
two,
or something.
like two names, like Lucy and Lou and Viv and Lou and blank
Yeah.
and blank, you know.
So Mu sounded like that. It was the first of UM. Mubo Tea, shortened to Mubo, and we got Mubo.co. So that site is like active, and but like
We haven't done it yet.
yeah, we haven't we're working on nailing one brand, but then.
Took a lot of convincing to list the non-monogram stuff on the site. For Sean, you don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, United Monograms. That's what the other side would be for. But we have like, I feel like we have some things that are not monogram that like, it's okay if it's like some, like a few things here and there. But yeah, I mean, we have room to run like for other brands, so. Yeah. It's a good question. Yeah. All right. So Dia.
Do you think that with everything being a little more efficient under links, that we'll be able to introduce things like expedited shipping
It's a great question.
or
People ask about that a
or
lot.
more customization?
That would mean more customization, like.
Like this is one that I get questions about
Yeah,
pretty
that's
often.
great.
You know how
That's right.
there are like the front and back Disney shirts where people can change their hair color.
Yeah.
I've had people asking if we'll add more styles of hair, like like curlier hair, straighter hair, shorter hair, bald.
We always have this problem with dogs. It's like we have like 50 dogs, and then someone's like, "Mine's not on there."
The
Yeah.
the
So we have,
Facebook
like-
listing for
we have
the
like 100
dog
dogs.
mom shirt, I always have to be like, sorry, we'll do our best to list every
Yeah.
single dog in the world.
So like you're opening up that a little bit.
Yeah,
with that, you
but
know?
I do understand the other things like the back and front Disney shirt or the presents shirt where it's like
Yeah.
a girl holding like
Yeah.
a giant stack of presents. People
Right.
ask me
They
like,
can
can I
pick their
change the
hair.
skin color, the hair color,
Right.
the hair type, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, we would just have to, I don't like,
I feel like Lynx is kind of less customizable.
I mean, it's the same
Wow.
as it would be for, that wouldn't relate to links, that like adding
Oh.
more hair color and stuff like that. That would just be like,
That's us.
yeah,
So
that's
we
us.
don't, so we didn't design, like me and Shelby didn't make those, it's like a different artist did.
Ah,
So we
okay.
can't, we could try to
We could
Photoshop
like,
it,
but then like, it's almost like, then we offer like another hair skin, and then we're like, what about the other ones? It's almost like we have to have like, I don't
That's
know,
hard
like
to
a
do.
little, make your own like thing, and then it's just out of our realm a little bit.
That's in a way that might be part of the question is like,
Yeah.
will we United Monograms, or maybe we'll have like a different brand that like allows for like more customization for that kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be like a
We need like a
company-
little graphic designer to work
Yeah,
with
it'd be like,
for
it'd
that.
be,
Yeah.
it'd be, yeah, it's like, we don't allow people to like upload their own designs.
Mm-hmm.
That could be another business that we were kind of talking about, but
Mhm.
it'd be like more along those lines, like, so,
Okay.
we'll see. We got like 100 dogs on the one, still not enough.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, how about the
So the
expedited
expedited
shipping?
shipping is a great question, like, so, we've thought about that before, and like, basically someone would pay more to have their item like streamlined.
Mhm.
So, you know, we have like, if we could only put on certain products, like things we have in stock, like the 28 like items that we have in stock, we could do with those, and then like, you guys have some process where like those go ahead.
Mhm.
I don't know how to put it on some items and not others. It's one of the things like stopping us from doing that, but, and then there's like a difference between if they pay for expedited shipping and that's like from the post office, that means the post office will get it there faster. But then there's also like us getting it there faster too. So, yeah, like we're closer to that with links. We're closer to that because we can like filter by things. We just have to figure out how to get it on the website, which just doesn't have to do with links. But I like that idea because people call and ask about that.
People ask all the time, especially, you know, around the season when people just go to Disney all the time.
Yeah, and if they want something right away, like,
I feel like
we're not
people
the best for that.
around the holidays would pay more to ship via UPS too. That was an option.
Instead of the post office?
Yeah. Like I know, especially last holiday season, people were like, "You guys need to stop using the post office." But I'm just saying, certain people would pay $5 more. I think
Links has
for UPS.
the new shipping thing's called like Easy Post, and we can have a UPS account. But the thing is, like with that, how do we get it to? We have to drop it off at the UPS store, or like.
Well, they pick it up too.
We just have to get in there, get the routine down. But yeah, it really has to do with like adding it on the site. I mean, we could easily just go to shipping, add an expedited option, but then we'd have to figure out our system for doing that. And then some things take longer than others, whether it's here or if we gotta order it and it takes 5 days. I like that idea though. Like I've been thinking about that for a little while, and I think we're a little closer.
Yeah, there are some online sites where instead of like you adding it as a specific option under every single product, there'll be like a specific page for things that can ship fast.
It's like, all right, like things on this list, like,
Yes.
check out with this.
Like
thing.
like just an additional page or something like.
You know people would do it, the things not on that list. But
They try.
it's crazy, like people mess up anything they can. But that's
No, you
a
can
good
probably
thought.
set a shipping rate.
Only for certain products?
Yeah. You can probably,
Like-
there's probably something.
You could do it like over a price or over a weight. Like we could set that weight to like really high and then be like anything over this weight. Let's look at that next meeting. Because it's a good idea, and I'm sure people ask, and like, I mean, we could make
Some
more money.
people are
People will
willing
be like,
to
I don't
pay.
care how much it costs.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, just get it to me, and we're like, all right, like $100. And they probably pay it, so yeah, it's good for business and good for the customers. It's a good idea, something I've thought about before that we just gotta like hone in on. Good question. Good ask. Could be anything, could be something funny.
Out of all the, oh my God, what is it called? The remodeling stuff we've done at the office, what's been your favorite thing that you got to change?
Well, I'm getting that door put in right now.
The
Figured that
door.
out sound the other day. Yeah, it's gonna be using like my office.
Yeah,
and I'm
get
gonna use that back area as like an
Are they
extension.
hammering or sewing? What is happening?
They did some over the weekend. It's like they're supposed to come today. I don't know where they are, but like it's down. It's down. Yeah, you would have heard. It's down to like the final piece. It's kind of cool because like I've been trying to get that door in because like I'm gonna use that back bay as like an extension of my office. And I mean I love all this stuff. I love the sign. This room looks great, but that door I've just been like wanting it for so long. It's halfway there. You can like there's like these metal bars you can like kind of get through it right now. It's not like,
The best remodeling was the attic door.
Yes. I just wanted to get through that door for so long, and it's happening. So yeah, it's probably my favorite.
Mine's
The sign. I mean, the
yeah.
sign's great.
That's so cool to drive somewhere and like where you work is like on the building like
Yeah.
that.
When you guys like seeing that at night, it's like
Yeah.
it looks really cool.
Or
at
really
night.
It's
early
hard
in
to
the
see
morning.
it in
Yeah.
the summer, because the sun goes down so
Yeah, they got, they
Yeah.
were, you ever seen it?
You got one once.
It looks good.
It like and it's cool. It has like automatic lights too. That
Yeah.
knows if it's dark or whatever. It looks really good at night. Yeah, it sounds awesome.
But
These
doors.
floors. These used to be ugly blue carpets. These are awesome. That door's my favorite. What else do we do? All the electricity
the
work
laundry
and
room
the
has
bail,
that done.
the
We
baler.
painted.
We painted. Yeah, we gotta get some like a little more.
We got
decorative.
that
I
thing
think
removed
I'm scared to probably
outside.
put a hole in the wall.
We got
What?
the thing removed outside.
Oh yeah.
That, like, old
that ugly
AC
old
thing.
that AC thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, door's my favorite.
There's still a lot of- there's still a
Yours
lot
sounds like the
left.
Kool-Aid
Yeah.
man breaking through like.
I know, I was
It
waiting
is
for
like.
you to Never happened.
Yeah, Pat's office is gonna be around in that area, like over there. So it's gonna be like an extension of my office. So I'm excited about it. Yeah, dope. Sarah.
I heard announcements around a sound booth or something cool like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like back there. Yeah, we'll do like I have a podcast. We'll do that back there, about like business and stuff. And then yeah, just kind of use it as like my little area. Talking about, I said I wanted to put a basketball hoop in somewhere when I first got the building. I haven't done it yet, but
You probably put like a half court
We
on
can do this
the
in.
end.
we could have
The third
Yeah.
bay is pretty much up for grabs.
The what?
For our
The
work
third
area.
bay? That's where we're storing our valuable stuff.
Well, yeah.
It's taking up like this much space. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be using
You
it.
could play basketball there, you get warm, though.
Yeah.
It's hot.
That's the thing. I'm hoping like the AC like goes through the floor.
That'd be good. We should blend it.
I was in there. I was dribbling the basketball in there last night. Just going back and forth. I need a hoops.
Don't drop it down those big,
Yeah. That would be scary. We should get those covered.
Where
What
do
are you
those
talking
go?
about?
Those like
Big
holes
iron
I don't know where those
that
go.
go down?
There's these
We
like
don't know where they
holes
go.
that the old building had.
Keep covering the top of the card.
I don't know where they go. We gotta like drop like a golf ball down there or something.
You did?
No, I'm saying like, we have to, but I don't know.
I don't know where.
I don't know. I don't know. They had it in case it was like paint overspill, I think. So maybe it just goes like nowhere. Maybe it just goes to like the other one on the other side.
Yeah, it might, it might be.
It's not sewage. It's
It
not
might be
sewage.
that on the other end, there's a fan that would suck air through the place so that.
Where would the other end be?
But
I
it
think we
is.
should try to like throw a golf ball and see what comes out. I think it might just be like underneath. But it's not like sewage. It's not like sewage or anything. Because I talked about I wanted to get like see about a bathroom over there, and they're like, the guy was like, "There's nothing. These aren't for that."
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's water that goes. The furthest water, I think, is that little hose right by where it should be, the matches are.
Yeah.
There's no water past there.
Figure it out.
Are we
Sierra.
ever gonna fix that toilet seat in the female bathroom?
I didn't know that.
I don't know if
You gotta tell us.
Fix it.
I'm not allowed in there.
Which one?
The one that's
big
on the
bathroom
handicap
with
stuff. Oh, I guess it's.
I just like.
Like
on
it's,
it.
it's just sitting there, you can't touch it, it's just gonna fall over the toilet. There's,
I only go in the female bathroom to empty the garbage, so I don't sit on the seat. Nobody's gotta help me. I'll say we can fix it.
Now we know.
We'll get it right. Yeah, we'll fix it.
I didn't know it was propane.
Do you guys think it would be possible at some point for us to get like a washing machine / dryer?
Why?
So
You wanna do laundry?
I'll explain.
Dirty shirts.
I get a
I mean-
lot of complaints or I have to remake a lot of things because of pre-treat stains or just random stains from something like dirt, things falling on the floor, and then we end up like shipping them or something. So typically I remake those things.
Yeah.
But if they come out in the wash, I'll ask the customer, like, if you wash that today, it's probably gonna come out, and I'll send them like a small,
Does
like,
that usually
coupon
work,
to
do you
say
know?
thanks, huh?
Like when they do it? do they
Only,
do it?
only if they do it like very shortly after receiving their package. So, but if they don't open the package for like a week, and then they notice the stain, and then they go to wash it, it's too late, it's already set in, it does not come out. But if we had a washer dryer here, we could actually make sure
So
that
it's like
anything,
identify it.
yeah, we'd be able to just clean them before they got sent to the customer, not, that's one less product that we have to remake for free.
Run it over to Rachel's and
Yeah, actually,
Like we could, I mean, we could do anything.
yeah, actually, we could put it, there's a hookup for a,
But like, when are we gonna like, well, like, put one
Well,
thing in
the stain
there?
has to be caught first.
The stain has to be caught first.
They're obviously
It's
not
like-
getting caught right now.
Yeah, like if you guys see a stain, don't ship it, like,
Well, but you know, well, yeah, what you just said, allergies.
There's
Yeah,
a-
allergies to soaps and stuff, I think that's just.
Yeah.
And does any of this stuff shrink at all, like, because
Probably,
that
yeah.
just opens
Yeah.
a whole
Probably.
other layer of.
we got to follow our care card instructions.
We would just, yeah, we
Cold
would just,
water.
inside out, cold water,
Hang to dry.
hypoallergenic, non-scented, detergent, like, those are good reasons to not do that.
Shelby already yells at me for not doing the laundry.
Who's gonna do
Oh.
it? Who's gonna do it?
Who wants laundry duty?
Or it doesn't have to be like we could just have a little, a box of things that, you know, look like they're gonna be stained, and then like do laundry like at the end of the day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, I always say I'm gonna take stuff home and wash it.
Yeah, it's like so much easier.
It never.
Yeah.
We'll just,
Or, yeah, Kevin can do laundry
let's
now.
start by like, let's start by like making a pile of the things that we would put in there, see how big it is.
Mhm.
I like the idea, I don't know, we'll hold on that
Okay.
one. But, it's, I mean, I get what you're saying, it's a good idea. I don't know, I hate laundry too. Who else? Rebecca, you got any questions? If you got anything you want. Put you on the spot, you kept it right there.
What was this building before, like that enclosure
Ah, that's a good
in that
question.
room? Like what
That's a
was
question.
what is that?
It was Mankowitz Painting Co. It was this like German company that made paint for like airplanes and stuff like that. So they're actually down the road. Didn't someone come pick something up from here?
Yeah.
He's not, he's not.
Was he very German?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Oh, wait, what? There was maybe there was another time, there was another guy who had to come pick up something from us, and he was like, wow, this place looks totally different, what do you guys do?
Yeah. It's always cool to like see your old house.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're down the street. They grew out of this building, and this middle room we're in is just like it's like their testing room, and they would like I think they said they had someone from like JetBlue come in. They tested out, got their perfect paint color, then they like manufactured it in that room. And they're down the road. They like grew out, and we drove past it once by accident. We were just exploring. Minkowitz paint. So if you ever see anything with their name on it, just throw it out.
Oh, and if you want to know how to pronounce it, call them, and they say it.
Am I not saying it right?
It's not how you think. I don't even know how to do it.
Minkowitz.
It's not bad.
I just remember like when
It's
I
not how
signed
it reads at all.
when I signed for the building, like I had to get something approved like from Germany. And apparently they said I think all Americans are idiots. So I was like, how about World War II, buddy?
We have a shirt like that when we got ITs that says World War II champs.
No, it's just back to back World War II.
Stick them on the free shirt, thank you for.
All right, who else did I ask? Kevin back there, you got anything? Do whatever.
Let's see, can I receive part of my paycheck in Bitcoin? Well, healthy adoption, man.
Possibly arrange that. I mean, yeah, I'd like do it in dollars and then whatever the rate
Yeah,
is.
yeah, whatever.
I'll just give it to you, you convert it to Bitcoin. Fair enough.
Do we
Yeah.
accept Bitcoin as payment?
We don't.
That was a good question.
We can. We can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even now. It's pretty like volatile, but like.
Yeah. Well, I think there's.
I had some.
Yeah, the service that.
Yeah, it's like.
The second you get it, it converts it, so you don't have like a chance really to lose the.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, Just dollars is fine for now. But we can work on that one. All right, cool. Al, did you ask anything?
No.
What you got?
What's the main thing about the new building that you think helps?
Lunch. Everyone likes it more than like everything.
I do love that.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys like the new building? Everyone likes the old building? New building's much better. Like it's comfortable. Like the air conditioning and everything. All right, good. Okay.
When you get your door, we'll talk.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean the air conditioning company was like annoying. They just took so long and like made a mess, but that's good. Everyone's comfortable. But
I thought we were done with all the leaks, but.
yeah, they made new ones.
Yeah.
Like they fixed the roof, they fixed the old leaks, and then there were some new ones. And they can't test it unless it rains.
Yeah.
But they're coming back, right? So.
they
Yeah,
come?
I think just like this is the lunchroom, and it's just better. It's just a better environment. The space, of course. I mean, the space and like being able to fit stuff. But that's my answer. The lunchroom. I think everyone likes it, right? Like, it's just better than the old building, where it was like it was just like a microwave and that's it. And then like
That
boxes
building
around
gets
it.
Kevin's desk.
Yeah.
So when you burnt food, he makes it. So Rachel.
Pat, you got something? You got a question? Could be anything.
You want another one?
You already asked me today. It's cereal soup.
Oh yeah, this could be for everyone else. Is cereal soup?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How so? It's not hot.
There's a weird theory on the internet that everything either falls into a soup category or a sandwich category. Cereal is soup.
What about like a steak?
Or pizza.
Pizza is a sandwich.
I mean, there's only two. It's more of a
You're
soup.
thinking about it, no, pizza's a sandwich.
I don't know. I say it's not. I say it's not because it's not hot. Soup has to be hot.
You can have cold soup.
Yeah, you can.
Cold soup is
It
good.
has to be broth. It has to have
The milk, the cereal milk is the broth.
Yeah, that makes sense the most.
All right.
Cereal.
I say no.
Yeah.
I still say no.
Yeah.
And like you don't make soup by
It's
like
no.
pouring something in and then pouring something else
Yeah, I
on.
was gonna say it's no because you eat cereal without the milk. You can't eat soup without milk.
Sure you can.
What are you gonna like drain it?
It's a salad, but it's not soup.
I know. Sure you can.
All right.
Are we gonna get a couch?
Yes.
A couch?
Yes.
Where?
What?
Where's it gonna go?
Like here.
There's definitely we could do something.
Where we are?
Like a big
It's like a little
section.
lounge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chill out.
For
Go
those
hook up
breaks.
at Ed spots.
Wait, no, if we have a break room, it can't be up here where I'm answering phones.
It's true.
Sorry.
I mean, we have
You can make one of the,
But we have so many extra rooms.
yeah.
We can make a couch.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna.
Okay, Shelby seems like trying to get my hands are picked out. Is it gonna be what's it gonna be? Color.
Well, I want pink.
Okay, I'll go like.
We'll see.
Alright.
Yeah.
Couch. Talk to Shelby. She seems to be. Okay. Love it. Sadia.
This is important.
Okay.
When is bring your pet to work?
Oh, please, Saturday at the office.
Paisley.
Saturday.
Paisley can't come.
Paisley can't come. She
That's-
really can't.
That is the most important question.
Is it like on the calendar? Like, is it an actual day, you know?
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
Bring
wanted
your
like
pet to
everyone
work
to like
day
have a
was
day where they can like
last
bring in
week
their
or the
pet
week
for like
before?
show and tell.
Oh,
And
is
then
it
was
is
6
actually
days
like
with
It was
my-
actually
a national observance day?
That's what I'm saying.
I asked
Literally
her,
all.
and she said I could have brought Sylv.
Alright, well, Rachel.
Once we keep hiring more people, what are we gonna do for about parking?
June
Oh.
24th
I
next
know
year.
eventually we're gonna be on our parking lots.
That's a good one. People can park like up here. You pull in, like park back there. I don't know though. There could be more like cemented spots. There's some spots out there that have like
Those mesh,
circles,
yeah,
mesh
we need to
things.
pull them all up, rake it out, and then put them back down. They're all,
Yeah, right.
There's
Or,
one
like-
next to your spot too.
I
that's
think
not
the
big.
answer
There's
was
two of them right
defer
next
to
as well.
Rachel.
Yeah.
You let us know.
We'll just figure.
There's a brick there. Yeah.
We'll just figure it out. It's a good question though. Like, it's one of those things you face when it comes. But there's space over there. Someone, whoever's late, park across the street. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. good meeting. Everyone ready for a great second half of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Best team ever, like I said. And let's clap it up.